And we're here for a Gouda time on breakfast television. I had to steal your line, Julie. We're talking Dine Out Vancouver, including some of the special events. We're talking grilled cheese with Julian Bond. Up next on BT, we'll bring right back.
Oh my goodness me, that's cheesy.
For breakfast.
Dine out with Dawn this morning.
Dine Out with Julian Bond. First of all, my apologies because I think I used up every one of your cheese puns.
We have
Full
no puns
disclosure,
left.
it was all
Yeah.
his humor. I just executed and I took credit for it. Did you think of any more?
We're going to have a great time today. It's going to be so Gouda. I don't know. We've had enough of that.
By the way, Dine Out Vancouver kicks off today, runs for 17 days, so until the 31st of January. The grilled cheese event is one of the 90 events being put on by Dine Out Vancouver. It's sold out.
Such a fun event. Because everybody, I know once we put it up there, we're working with the Dairy Farmers of Canada, and we wanted to promote 100% Canadian milk. So what better way, and everybody loves it, grilled cheese. It's going to be cold, and so what we're going to do is everyone comes into the room at the school, we're going to take this beautiful raclette, and we're going to warm it up and give everybody a nice little mulled wine to warm them up. And then we're going to have a grazing station of different types of grilled cheese, all served with wonderful wines. It's going to pair them nicely.
I've already
It's
started.
going to be amazing.
I started on the cheese.
Burakas.
Okay.
And what we're going to do in the evening, actually, is to smoke that. So we're going to make all different breads as well. All the breads are made at the school. So what we've got here is a roasted garlic and a little rosemary bread.
What do I start with?
Anything you want.
So there's no order.
You know, you can put a little butter on the inside, a little butter on the outside. It's up to you what you do. I like to keep it plain, like you just done. Lots of cheese. Come on, Dawn. Don't be cheap. More cheese, more cheese.
Since we're not putting the butter on the ends because we're going to be grilling it, we actually save ourselves a few more calories, right?
Exactly, and that's a little tip. So if you are grilling it, this is just a little home panini machine. You don't have to butter it at all. But if you put it in a skillet, butter the bread both sides. That way you get that nice crusty brown. Beautiful grainy mustard.
Good, yeah.
You got the onions in there.
I did. I love that.
You like lots of mustard. I love that.
You know, and the grilled cheese event, again, is one of 90 events. There's a chef exchange event that's happening.
Absolutely. So chefs from Mexico are coming in. Chef from Australia is coming in. And the chefs from Mexico, one of my grads is actually hosting that, Ricardo. And actually the chef that's coming from Mexico is a Pica grad as well. So the two grads from my experience as a teacher is coming together. Darren here is serving up. So one thing you didn't put in here, which is good, this is good for vegetarians, onion and the cheese, but what you can do to make that a little better, see, look at that, our safety officer came in and just to save this, is to take this lamb shank. You fill it with lamb shank.
Just like that.
Like that. It goes in just like that.
Just like that. By the way, another one of the great events happening at UVA. Lauren Moak's doing a big cocktail master class. Russ, look at that. Oh, so we got 1, 2, 3. Steve might want one, or Russ, there's maybe one for you. Dine Out Vancouver. Dine Out Vancouver.
Great sandwich. You had me at grazing station there, Don. Julian Bond's on fire today. We need a grazing station, I think, in the studio right here, in between the weather center and the traffic center. I think Thor and I are going to work on that in the next annual budget. This weather report brought to you by Kung Fu Panda 3, and I've been told we had to get one of those out this morning. So good morning to you out there. We've got some clear sky.
You know, we're not with Julian actually right now because there are several different chefs and restaurants participating in Dine Out. And you know, Alex, Christmas we're all done with, but I still can't help but sing that it's the most wonderful time. It's an awesome time. And Big Rock Urban Brewery, first of all, welcome to the neighborhood. You're right by Citytv, and you're part of Dine Out. So, first of all, you guys are also doing a few of the Dine Out events in addition to the $20 menu, right?
That's right, yeah. You know, so we have actually on Saturday, we have a winter beer hall event, which we'll be doing. It's a cask event where we're offering our Dine Out menu as well as multiple different casks to sample from, so lots of different beers to try. And then the day after that, kind of hangover breakfast cure, we're going to do a brewmaster's breakfast, which is going to be a total brunch buffet done up and with all beer inspired food too. I love it. Okay, so let's talk food right now. What are we making here? This is part of your $20 menu, Dine Out menu, 3 courses. Okay, right? So right now what we've got going is our smoked oyster miso chowder. It's part of our 3-course Dine Out for 20. What we do is we're doing an Asian themed menu, and then we're also doing an Italian themed style menu. So you can kind of mix and match, play around. So what I'm going to get you to do, thank you, you're already ahead of me, is grabbing some of the shiitake mushrooms, the local shiitake mushrooms, dump them right in there. And then we got these awesome smoked oysters. They're lovely. Give it kind of like that bacon sort of smell to them. And you're going to whisk and stir those in as thoroughly as possible. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get some beer ready to go.
And speaking of beer, so I mean, I'm from Alberta, so Big Rock Brewery, of course, that's a Calgary-based and Alberta-based beer. And so again, you guys are here now, and so you are incorporating some of the beer into this. So what do you have going?
So right now, this is part of our new Big Rock Urban Citadel IPA launch.
Okay.
So it's a nice crisp single hopped IPA. So you're going to get to about 3/4 of the bottle in there. It helps to glaze the pan.
I was going to say, how do you make sure that it doesn't just taste like you've thrown booze in there? Because sometimes when I cook with wine or other things, it just all of a sudden tastes like you have to let it cook off a bit more?
A little bit longer. I mean, alcohol automatically cooks off as soon as it gets to a high heat. But the beauty of what I like to do with beer, and this is why I've got the nickname Chef Beer Belly.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, it's there, Chef Beer Belly, because we try to incorporate the taste of beer into the actual food. So
I was going to say, I had this one all ready to go, Jody and Riaz, but he's offering me this one. And by the way, they have a very special beer that's only available during Dine Out. It was created for Dine Out Vancouver, running from today through the 31st. Cheers. Oh, he started without me.
Sorry.
But that's okay. I'll catch up.
Got quality control.
I was going to test the product before
quality
the
control.
Gets to the consumer.
Is it a steak, Clement, or because this isn't like any steak I ever saw? What is this that we're doing here?
I thought I'd have a little fun with it with the vegetarians, so I called it the medium rare veggie steak. So this is my version of a vegetarian steak.
Fantastic. Of course, we've got Torafuku, who is one of the almost 300 restaurant participants in Dine Out Vancouver. Also 90 separate events that are happening. So this is just what regular kind of cabbage?
I actually smoked it for an hour, yeah, with hickory smoke.
All right.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna warm it up in the pan.
And then you're gonna warm it up in the pan. So while you continue to do that, because we're gonna show you how awesome this dish is gonna look. And speaking of great dishes, so many dishes to try. We've got Lucas here. What is new this year for Dine Out?
Well, we're most excited about the World Chef Exchange, where we have 5 different chefs from around the world, from as far away as Sydney and Copenhagen, flying in for a series of collaborative dinners with local chefs here. So that's amazing. We're really excited about that. We've crafted our own beer, which you spoke about earlier. Just more restaurants, so many different events to partake in, and really just to have a great time and enjoy a night out in your own city.
Absolutely. Seems like a great option, especially with the dollar the way it is. Thank you so much, Lucas. Okay, Clement, I'm hearing that sizzle, and it smells beautiful.
Thank you.
It smells beautiful, and look at how the bright colors, the colors just brightened up with it being in the pan.
Yeah, it just gives it a nice texture and a nice aroma.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, for those who haven't been to Torafuku, what is the restaurant style? What kind of food is it?
Modern Asian. It's more like tapas or izakaya, so we like to do small plates, but shared with a couple of people.
And what's your price point for Dine Out?
Price point, $30.
Okay, you're at the $30 price point. We'll let you continue to finish that, because we should point out there are 3 different price points, $20, $30, and $40. And again, those are just for the actual restaurants that are participating. There are also special events. We talked a little bit about Uva's, Lauren Motes. She's got this cocktail masterclass. You've got the big chef exchange, and so many other options. And this again is what is going to be a wonderful vegetarian option for people that are out there, because pretty much whatever you want, you can get for Dine Out Vancouver. The website is dineoutvancouver.com, and the festival runs from now until the 31st. Oh, you got to finish that off there? Look at that. Thanks, Chef.